No niin, hei, Hirvi Kurksen Teppo on täällä Vienna High Showssa, me ollaan Ruarkin osastolla. Ja Ruark viettää 40 vuotta juhlavuottaan nytten. Niillä on paljon uusia tuotteita ja mulla on nyt haasteltavana tässä Ruarkin itse omistajiin ja perustajiin sukuun kuuluva henkilö Alan Ruark. Hi Alan.
Hi there. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too. You are now celebrating the 40 years anniversary.
40 years, yes.
Yes, it's a long time.
But it seems very short. It's flown by.
Yeah, we are on about the age that the time flies by.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But tell shortly, what happened, 40 years ago?
So the history of Ruark is that really my dad was a cabinet maker. I trained as an engineer, but we both had a shared passion for audio and particularly loudspeakers at the time.
Okay.
It was his cabinet making expertise, and he was working for companies like Rogers, Wharfdale, making cabinets for them, and we started building speakers as a hobby.
Yes.
And family and friends said, "Oh, these are good. You should try. Perhaps you should have a go at doing it yourself." And that's exactly what we did. So we developed a range of speakers, starting with the Sabre and the Broadsword. And we started developing them about 84, 85, and we launched them in 86. Hence, it's our now 40th anniversary. And that was it, really. Back in those days, it was all about, there was lots of hi-fi shops around, and we had a really good start and started exporting. And had a good time. We did a lot of hi-fi shows. The Far East in particular was a good market for us. But the change came really, I think, around about the turn of the millennium, when vision was taking. It was all about
just take over.
Home theatre. Everything was about surround sound, and I was never really. I'm proud to say that I've never had a home theatre system at home. I've always been into music.
Okay.
But one thing that I've also loved is radio. So we saw this opportunity. The BBC were promoting DAB as a future of radio. So we saw the opportunity to develop our own little high-fidelity radio, of which I've got a sample next door, and I can sort of show you that quickly.
Yeah.
And so we launched that in 2006 after a couple of years development, and that really took us in a new direction.
Yeah.
To where we are today. And I think, but what it did show us was that the market outside of the hi-fi, we'd always been hi-fi guys, and suddenly we had a little product that had a much wider ranging appeal. So we developed the R2 stereo radio, and then the R4, which we launched in 2008, which was a CD integrated system with iPod dock, CD player, and it was interesting. It was interesting times. And,
yes, I understand. Yes, but you started loudspeakers, then came radios.
Yes.
And I think that the time now is indeed the best, because now somehow the traditional things and retro is, quite common. And it suits very well for you.
So I say, so even though we were doing, even when we were doing the radios all in ones, it was always about sound quality, and we've also been into design. Design has always been a passion. So sound and design.
Yeah. And the build quality.
And the build quality, and I think that we were always, even when we did the speakers, like my dad being, because he came from the furniture background as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So really a lot of furniture makers went into making TV cabinets when they were all made of. When TV cabinets were made out of wood.
On those days, they were like furniture as well.
And then it was radiograms, and so we were always, as a company, we were always aware that visually products had to sit in people's homes. And particularly with the new range, it was something that you could happily bring home. A guy could happily bring home one of our products and say to the family, "I bought this for the whole family can enjoy this." And but I guess about 3 or 4 years ago, with the rise of vinyl coming up again and seeing stereo coming back, we just thought that then was the ideal opportunity to go full circle and come back. And we introduced the Sabre R's, which was a hallmark back to our where we came from. The first speaker was the
Yes,
Sabre.
speakers, yes.
So to call this the Sabre R, and along with that, we introduced the 610,
Yes.
which was a streaming amplifier.
Yeah.
So streaming amplifier with the 610s. Suddenly we were back to, I guess, in many ways, back to the 70s when we had music centres with separate speakers, and
Good old days.
Yeah, good old days.
And yes, now you are 40 years, and you mentioned also now these are not new one. These have been 2 years available.
Right, yes.
But what is the latest production?
So the latest product is the Talisman R, which was a speaker we introduced in 1990.
Those there.
They are around the corner.
Ja mennään katsomaan näitä kohta, ne talismaneja tuonne tarkemmin.
Yeah. So they are around the corner.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, they were designed at the time to be a little different from all the other rectangular boxes that were out there. They had a slope baffle, so some time alignments, and they had this quite unique. You had the front baffle. It was separated from the back, so it gave you that. So it looked like a slimmer speaker than it really was. Our dealers in the UK, in particular in the UK, we did very, very well. Talisman 1, Talisman 2 did very well.
Yeah, the outfit it goes very well with all the products. You have had the same design elements. Maybe since 40 years.
Well, yeah, I think we do. I mean, we I felt it's a small company back then. We are growing now, and hopefully. Our aim is that hopefully more and more people will discover us over the next 10 years. But we knew we had to make products that were eye-catching, and also I've always been very aware that like when you see a Mercedes driving along, it's Mercedes. So I wanted people to look at our products and know that's a Ruark product.
Yeah, just recognise that.
Yeah, recognise. And so we have this what we call our rotor dial. That's on the first product, we had this control system that's still in our products today. We find it.
It's a recognised element.
It's a recognised element.
Yeah.
So people know, and I think that also this recognised elements of our products also makes it more difficult for others to copy, because that's our trademark. So if other people do try and copy it, it's obvious that they've copied us.
Understand?
Who are the originals?
Yeah.
We like to be the original.
So, but this is now. Tässä takana nyt on uusin tuote vissi, eli tämä virtivahvistin. So this one is now maybe one of the latest one.
This is coming out in October.
So it's okay, and you won some kind of award already.
Yeah, so for the first day of the show, we had a lot of journalists coming around, and they did the whole show, and they came back and awarded this as best in show, Highend Vienna, which was really fantastic. And I think that. Yet again, a lot of journalists are seeing. I mean, here we have some weird and wonderful equipment, which are lovely, but not many people would really, unless you're a real enthusiast.
Yeah.
I think they saw this as something that had a wide-ranging appeal.
It is, as you said, they're crafted by hand, fine with details. It's a matter of more small details, but. Pay attention here.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that this is a CD actually.
Yes.
Mä en tosiaan tiennyt, että tässä on CD-soitin samassa, mutta meidän tulee erikseen tässä vielä samassa videossa tässä tarkemmin. The slot is here. That's a fine element.
We just thought that was nice to say. It's a real surprise. Because in UK and around, it seems that CD is coming back up again.
Yeah.
I think it is because it's primarily because I think probably
all the old formats are coming back. See cassettes even are booming now.
I mean, I said this story. I mean, just a few months ago, I went and bought myself a Revox B77. Reel to reel.
Yes. And it's amazing.
I had one originally, and I tell my wife that I sold it. I had to sell it to buy her engagement ring. I didn't have much money at the time, so she's always so. But I just saw this, and I thought I've got to have one of these again because it sits on my sideboard at home, and it's a piece of art.
It's a piece of art, yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
And it's a real thing. It's a mechanical. You can see the real spinning, and
that's right.
Yeah.
And I think this is, people are talking about tactility of being able to,
everything.
rather than being touchscreen.
Yeah.
You've got proper buttons that you can press.
Yeah.
It's what people
It's
want.
really fine. Yes, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I will say something on the camera. Että me katsotaan tarkemmin näitä tuotteita nyt tässä jatkossa. Thank you, Alan, so much.
Thank you,
I
Kevin.
really
Pleasure.
like
Pleasure.
your products.
Thank you very
Indeed.
much. That's
Indeed.
very kind of you.
See you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.